After missing the first 3 weeks of the 2019 NFL season, Sam Darnold came back and helped the Jets get to a 7-9 record with an offense that wasn't exactly chock full of talent. While he did struggle with some interceptions, he had a respectable 3,000 yards passing, a 61.9% completion percentage, and gave the Jets offense some life. He did a great job of getting the ball out in rhythm, throwing the ball on the move, and has all the arm talent you could want. His base is incredibly consistent, which is indicative of off-season work and focus. He doesn't get too tight or overextend and keeps his cleats in the ground, allowing him to generate power and accuracy. However, he can tend to pull the string a little and lacks follow-through on some of his throws, which causes the ball to die or sail on him. He also had significant difficulties with reading post-snap rotations from defenses and struggled to adapt if coverages were different than he expected. This caused some questionable throws when the plays were broken. Despite some of these head-scratchers, he has all the tools and makings of a quarterback that can make the Jets competitive in a division that's completely up for grabs. We'll start out with the most impressive part of Darnold's game. His ability to throw accurately on the move, regardless of whether he's rolling left or right, is a trait that few NFL quarterbacks have. In all these clips, he does a great job of getting his hips around, opening up his shoulders, keeping his eyes downfield, and delivering balls with various amounts of touch. He can drop the ball over linebackers or drive the ball into tight windows that allow his receivers to make a play on the ball. He also has the ability to read the leverage of defenders quickly and throw the ball decisively and in rhythm with his drop. He can exploit blitzes, get the ball in the hands of his receivers quickly, and make defenses pay if they're misaligned or give him quick reads in the underneath passing game. Here, he moves the safety by looking to the top of the screen before coming back and recognizing poor leverage by both the linebacker and the corner covering the receiver at the bottom of the screen. He puts the ball up high and attacks the trailing defender's lack of vision. He's strong and steady in the pocket, reaches the top of his drop, and drives the ball to receivers underneath. This is part of the reason why Darnold is so successful in the no-huddle, where he completes 71% of his throws and has only taken 2 sacks. While he clearly shows the ability to make decisive, accurate throws, every once in a while he'll also make some super questionable decisions. Sometimes the best play is just a throwaway, and that's a lesson that Darnold hasn't quite fully learned yet. I love the desire to try to make something happen and pull some magic out, but it has to be a calculated risk. Mostly these issues have to do with a lack of post-snap recognition of what defenses are doing. Multiple times he struggled to identify rotating safeties. Often in cover 3 or cover 1, especially on a blitz or when there aren't multiple receivers threatening one zone, defensive backs will transfer zones and fall back into the zone they're passing off to. Here you can see the corner at the bottom of the screen pass off the dig route to the center field player. That center field safety now comes down to guard the dig, while the corner to the bottom of the screen falls back to deep middle to help with the post at the top of the screen. Darnold doesn't look to the bottom of the screen and instead locks on the safety. When the safety comes down, he thinks he has a ton of clear field to hit the post with nobody deep middle. He doesn't understand or recognize the framework and defensive rules in place and throws the ball up for what should have been an interception by the corner. Here's an example of a lack of recognition pre-snap that the safety's on the hash shading to the single receiver side. He can't put this much air on the ball. His better bet would have been to go to the bottom of the screen where there's no way that safety can get over there to help. Recognizing and diagnosing these rotates and rules takes time for new quarterbacks to process. It's why rookie quarterbacks often have a lot of difficulty having consistent success. My only concern with Darnold is that he's now going into year 3 and was still making some rookie errors in year 2. As mentioned before, he has all the arm talent in the world, but at times he can pull the string and lack follow-through in his throwing motion. His feet and base are set, he just has balls die or sail on him because of his lack of follow-through, and this can lead to a lack of touch as he tries to push the ball with all arm. Sam Darnold has all the tools you could want for a franchise quarterback. With some instability at the head coaching position, a lack of talent outside, and a suspect offensive line that allowed pressure within 2.5 seconds or less on 27.5% of dropbacks, Darnold hasn't had the easiest path to start his career. The signs of greatness are there with decisive reads, great pocket movement and accuracy outside the pocket, and the ability to fit balls into tight windows. However, you'd also hope to see a little bit more progress in his decision making than he has shown so far. With 28 interceptions in his first 2 years, he needs to cut down on the poor decisions and work on faster recognition of post-snap adjustments. He's shown that he can take advantage of blitzes, read leverage, and has the accuracy to make teams pay in man coverage. Now he just needs to put it all together. The Jets are still a few pieces away, but as that team builds around him, especially up front, Darnold could be absolutely lethal and a top quarterback in the NFL. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. Comment below who you'd like me to analyze next, and make sure to check out our website, weeklyspiral.com, where you can read all our latest content, including a written form of this video with GIFs. You can also find our Patreon and social handles and all that stuff there as well. Until next time, I'm Casey Sully, and I'll see you on the next film breakdown.